When I think of Professor Horwitz, the words passionate and conscientious come to my mind.
Excellence and generosity as an advisor.
Passionate about what he did, but he was pretty low-key.
Incredibly gifted and effective leader.
You were a great chair. You were wonderful to the staff. You took great care of us.
Serious, dedicated, no bullshit, wicked sense of humor.
Giving hope to dozens, if not hundreds of students.
He always has a way of making things lively and interesting.
He operated with integrity, he listened, he reframed to find solutions.
Robert's contribution here has led to South Africa having a robust and strong communications and internet infrastructure.
Hi, Robert. I just wanted to say congratulations on your retirement. I know you were looking forward to it, but I can tell you the academic community, especially in your field, is probably not looking forward to it. You've been a great contributor to UC San Diego. I personally enjoyed working with you as a chair of the San Diego Divisional Senate. We did not agree at times, but I can tell you that when we agreed, it was based on philosophical grounds and not political grounds. And your role at OP level as chair of the Academic Council was a spectacular success. I think there were many, many things you were able to accomplish because of your ability to be honest and humorous simultaneously. So thank you, Robert. I'm going to miss you, but I know you'll be around.
Hi, Robert and UCSD, COM, friends and alums. I'm Steve Jackson. I was a student, an advisee, co-advisee of Robert's from 1999 to 2005 in the COM program. I just wanted to share a few notes of tribute to Robert, who was an essential person in my intellectual evolution or whatever I've done. I got to know Robert when I arrived in the program. I took his history of communication research back in the first year, wonderful experience. I TA'd for his, for some reason I can't remember the title of the course, but I think it was 239A and B. It was a comm law and policy course, which has become, even though my dissertation didn't go in that direction, it's actually become central to my teaching ever since. So Robert, I still teach the Red Lion case. I think of you every time I do, and it brings back very good memories.
Well, I thought for many years that I was Robert's first PhD student. I have been kind of crushed recently because I have realized I am not. That honor belongs to Ben Alfred Petrozzini, who I love and who, if he is number one, I can accept being number two. But it has been a little bit devastating, but I'm trying to cope with it. When I think back on those years in the late 80s and early 90s, you know, it's kind of like it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. I did have an amazing cohort of faculty and grad students and just people who, you know, were part of my intellectual coming of age and part of my long-term intellectual journey. And that was all wonderful. And Robert was a big part of that. So those were the good old days. And I'm just glad to be able to say hello and wish you the best for the future. Take care.
The most important thing I've learned from him is how to be true to myself as a scholar, despite all kinds of temptations in academia. He never conveys this message as a moral lesson, but mainly through many concrete suggestions, such as don't just choose a topic because it can fill a gap in the literature. Don't let the obsession with academic lingo submerge your own voice, and don't join the bandwagon just to do what is fashionable. Those suggestions not only have helped me to avoid many distractions and maintain sanity, but more importantly, they allow me to discover what I'm really interested in and become fully devoted to it.
In any case, Robert, congratulations for all the years that you put in doing amazing work, and just just wanted to say congratulations. I'm glad you're able to retire. I've known you for 30 some odd years, and you were a great chair. You were wonderful to the staff. You took great care of us. And just a couple of the memories. I know that the students were scared of you because you were known as being a tough professor. But I'd always just say, yeah, he's tough on the outside, but he's pretty good, and you'll learn a lot of good things in his class. Also, you were the only professor that came to see me when I was at University Hospital. I never forgot that. Thank you. And going to lunch with us at holiday times and everything. And your kids, when they were very small, would come play with my little fuzzy dinosaurs in my desk. Anyway, best of luck with everything, and thanks again for just being a great faculty member and person to work with. Have a great retirement.
Hi, I'm Hillary Baxter, former Executive Director of the System-Wide Academic Senate. It was in that capacity that I got to work closely with and really got to know Robert. He was an incredibly gifted and effective leader in that role. Many examples I could cite. One that comes to mind that I'm sure most of you don't know about has to do with his leadership of a group of senior folks from the academic senates of the university, CSU, and the community colleges who were tasked by legislative mandate with taking existing GE requirements, which varied from segment to segment, and creating a single uniform GE requirement for transfer.
I met Robert when he came to South Africa after the 1994 democratic election in South Africa. He came as part of an international advisory group to help us with formulating a new telecommunications policy for a post-apartheid South Africa. Naturally, we put him to work in the most difficult and problematic area, namely how to forge a new market structure for telecoms that got rid of the state monopoly and opened the market to competition under a regulator. This was just up his street, and he excelled in the kind of trade-offs and difficult negotiations that we had to undertake with all stakeholders. I think it's fair to say that Robert's contribution here has led to South Africa having a robust and strong communications and internet infrastructure.
Robert, I want to thank you for being such a great ally on climate action. Your institutional savvy and diplomacy and insight has been absolutely key in achieving action throughout the 10 campuses, reorienting the whole system to get off the gas, giving hope to dozens, if not hundreds of students, making them see that when we work together on the outside with internal allies, we can really make social change. So you should be very proud.